like this Brewmaster is he's going to be unable to fight at this frequency, and they're going to probably just be unable to actually defend their towers and defend versus like this Roche, and there's just too much fight on Live to Win for Empire to really handle, I feel like.
Oh, we'll see if
unless this Bristol really gets the ball rolling and he just gets he causes so much distraction for this Brew to get everything off. But I'm still really feared for this Brew because there's a lot of ways for them to just control him too. Shaker, Puck, Pango, a lot of different amounts of silence and control that's coming out.
So small.
We're going to see it with those wards down again. Empire trying to I guess just avoid having the Bristol into the Ursa.
Mm-hmm.
And to put him against this aggression that Live to Win are going to have on this top lane. We'll see if that... I would imagine one of them is going to head down to help the Ursa out. No need to have that tri-lane set up. And yeah, they'll have the CM down there to back up the Ursa.
So they fissure block the top wave to have it meet under the tower so that it's going to push out forward so then they can play aggressive on the top laner with the Shaker and the Pango afterwards. And it's going to guarantee Afterlife a good start. And they got the lane that they actually predicted. They got the stick on Afterlife, so he's versus this Bristle who's in the safe lane. Empire.
Oh, that's true, actually, yeah.
With their lanes anyway.
Yeah. And, you know, so as Brian was saying, he was a fan of the Pango to finish off. You think this is a pretty nice game for the Pangolier?
Love Pango versus these supports that can do literally nothing to you. Coddle and Disruptor they can't. Most of the times you're going to be swooping in with your ult on. Neither of them really can do anything. They just watch you. And it feels like it's a really good just follow up for the Puck, follow up for the Earthshaker. Too. It's just got a lot of team fight. And it's a hero that I think is just really strong right now. I think some teams are afraid to pick it because it can be very like feast or famine. You can have this amazing game or you can have this useless game. I think this is one of the stronger offlaners at the moment. Because he just sets you up to counter the potential for illusions, the potential for summons, which feel like it's a big thing in this patch. His bottom.
And they're able to catch Seneko. A little too far forward. Dream trying to trade back onto Petu, but at this level, nowhere near enough damage to really threaten the Brew alone.
Decent lane, though. Disruptor and Brew. Doesn't seem like one of the stronger ones, but Disruptor Nuke, very strong early on. Same thing for that Cinder Brew. And they do trigger each other. So it's not too bad, especially versus a slow hero like CM. Whenever they see Seneko out of position, they can kill him. Mid, I feel like this is probably the more boring matchup. They're both just going to be able to farm here. Maybe Void Spirit takes advantage a bit more, depending on who gets rune control, but it's a nice farm lane.
Yeah, that 4-minute rune is going to be very important between these two. Something like a DD or a haste or an arcane. Any of those sort of the offensive runes definitely give potential for a kill.
Whenever you get a lane like this as Pango, it feels so nice. You have Shaker backing you up to reset the lane positioning, and also there's no kill threat really. Unless you massively misplay with the Swashbuckle, you're always going to be able to get farm up here as this Pango.
Absolutely, an Afterlife has pretty much got the Orb of Corrosion done, so
he's got it, yeah.
Just that extra bit of damage and control to really make the Bristol play rather careful up here. Smiling Knight trying to chase down Immersion, but Fisher will stop him from going any further. And
oh, his wave though. Will he miss any of these last hits? He's got a whole wave under his tower. It looks like he should be able to get at least 1 or 2 at the Quill. Oh, he missed both. Oh no. Poor Bristle.
Yeah, his farm falling behind a little bit compared to that of Afterlife. 21-1 on the Pango. Definitely set that lane up to have a better time here on Radiant.
And I see Orb of Corrosion, right, with the Lucky Shot. I'm seeing a lot of frail heroes on the side of Empire. Brewmaster, your tankiest one, and Brewmaster is not a hero really who is that tanky when he's not in his split. It requires a bit of items, as you see 3 armor. Doesn't build up that fast either. There's going to be some frontline issues, I feel like, for the side of Empire with this Pango getting such a good start and them having just insane amounts of damage on this Live to Win draft. Just from their spells, from their toolkit, heroes are going to get 100 to 0'd.
See 4-minute runes in play. Stu's able to control them. Seneko, he's TPing out of here. Up top, Immersion will be able to secure the haste for FN. And sort of as you say in the fight, you know, sort of the worries about how they frontline. I mean, is the Bristol just... You don't think Live to Win will care about the Bristol because they'll be able to sort of fight around him even if he does get items?
I think they just have a lot of control for him, which can be scary. You run in and you're facing the wrong direction. You get chain stunned and Ursa gets on you. The Pango rolls in forward. They will have the damage to be able to clear him out if he doesn't get too early of an advantage, which he is struggling a bit in this early game. If he gets his Vanguard and like his hood, then sure, he's going to be this absolute monster, but might not get to that point where he's able to get these things so freely.
I mean, is there going to be an issue with how quickly this Bristol's going to be able to farm in comparison to an Ursa that, you know, if this Ursa does get a good timing on the Battle Fury? You know, we're not seeing anything happen around the Ancients quite yet, but if they don't have stacks right, this Bristol can't compete in sort of ability to scale.
Absolutely. I've actually been watching Seiyu. That was the first time he stacked. I feel like he should have stacked a little bit earlier in this matchup just because of how the lanes kind of were going. And Smiling Knight's not really at risk of dying too much up here once he's got this start. I feel like he should really just be focused about stacking. Even bottom. Like, they should just be stacking even on the Disruptor, this ancient area. 0 stacks in the area prepared.
Now we'll see if that does change over time. We'll see what moves we start to have from Gwyn as
FN6, he still has the haste rune. He's going to look to make the move. It's a tanky Bristol, but he's quite isolated.
just dropping the Dream Coil down, making sure they've got every bit of burst to take him out. Did take a bit of damage in return for the Quills, but not enough to lose anyone there. As bottom, oh, nice little snipe there from Eknart, as Dream did kind of need that salve.
He really did. And then we just see the toolkit. The spells alone are enough to kill the Bristle without many right clicks. Seneko, Gwyn will make the move bottom as well to match, and they will lose the support, but a much bigger kill on a Bristle. As Pango's 6 now. So a scary lane top for the Bristle now a bit.
Oh,
as any rotation could kill him as bottom though.
Dream's looking pretty vulnerable here. Say that though, Gwyn, okay, doesn't want to go for it. Did he have the 2 steps? Okay, he only had the 1
He only
step.
had the 1.
He only had the 1, so yeah, it would have been a little risky to put himself in that position for the kill.
They were close to getting the glimpse. Eknart was just about to get it, but out of range. So now Kato will take the mid lane. We see, I believe, Earthshaker. We see Immersion scouting out the stacks. I think he just let them know that there are 2 triple stacks there. So we might see Live to Win.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe invade with the next coil and next Pango ulti. That would be disastrous for
if
Empire
they lose the stacks, yeah. I mean, what you're saying? Well, with the Pango, it's not too hard to get in here. I mean, it looks like they're going to start clearing them now.
They got to start clearing them now. Yeah, I think this is the right choice.
Well, they'll be able to do so. They got level 6, 3 points in the Quills. He's got the Ring of Health, so easily tanky enough to deal with these neutrals. There we go. All the items being found, and a good burst of cash and XP there for Smiling Knight.
Much needed, as he was falling a little bit behind. He doesn't have any Ancient stacks, so he does have at least 1 more of these hard camp stacks, but no Ancients to really enable him up even more. But he's doing way better than Dream. Like, this Ursa is really getting punished down here from this Brewmaster and Disruptor. CM can't really back him up nearly as well. The top looks like they will probably find Seiyu.
Oh,
easy hits.
Tries to pop a salve as well to keep himself alive. That's not.
This is an absurdly farmed Pango. I'm curious what he go. I actually kind of want to see like a Diffusal or something because he's playing versus Brew and Bristol.
Oh,
I feel
that's
like a Diffusal
not
could
bad.
actually own so hard if he gets it because he's just off to such a good start. I feel like he has a lot of options for him.
I mean, you've still got to go the Javelin, right?
I think you might.
I don't think you skip the Javelin, even if you are feeling like going for something like the Diffusal. Yeah, you're going to at least lead that in the build-up.
I would love to. If he did go for the Diffusal, though, I would like, go give him a hug. He's going to go for the safer play, the Yules versus the Disruptor.
Oh, disappointment.
Versus the Control. Not going to go for his big carry. He has the Ursa for the damage, but I would have loved to see him do it because because of how ahead he really is. It would ruin the whole draft of Empire. Bristol's just useless. He'll go for the safer one, though. Oh, well. They are setting up. Bruce Split is online.
They want to defend this tower. And the TP's in. Are going to certainly send Live to Win back. There's no retreat, but they're not able to catch anyone there. And that did have pretty much the full lineup of Empire coming up to push them away.
Oh, the dream for Seneko. Look at this Crystal Maiden now farming bottom. Oh, now Bristle TP's to his lane. Oh, no. But a full rotation top. They hold the tower, but it's still quite low. FN
I mean, still going to go down.
They have a tower. Yeah, they still have the ward behind the tower. So these two have to be very cautious when everyone else does show Gwyn TP on cooldown. Afterlife.
This tower's still looking very dead.
Nice. Okay.
Easy deny there from Eknart.
And they see Gwyn rotating top through this ward that they have in the river, so they're going to back up, give it some respect, and get their farm.
Dota2 sort of teasing around with them here. He knows that they're around. And keeping himself
Dream getting time to catch up on the Ursa. He's pretty much caught back up. He's of course behind the Bristle, but that's just because of how much Smiling Knight was enabled. But he'll be able to catch up at a decent margin here.
Radiant's middle tower is
And what would you kind of want to see on the carry Bristle after this basis of the phase Vanguard? Like, what are you getting the S and Y? Okay,
Still
so
need
just
Hood.
continuing to tank. Okay.
I think you just go your Eternal Shroud. It's the best item in the game on Bristle. I'd be surprised if he doesn't buy. That item is insane on this hero.
Exactly.
It feels like
Yeah,
it's
no,
made
for
for
sure.
Bristleback.
I mean, as a position one, you're not upgrading that Hood to a pipe, are you? No.
No.
Oh, yeah. So
The Shroud always feels weird because it just has such good merits too. Because then you have mana if they do go for any mana burning stuff, and it gives you the spell lifesteal. It gives you everything.
Yeah.
So I'd be surprised if he doesn't commit for that.
Okay, so still making very good time with it. Top of the net worth. Still Smiling Knight. Bottom lane, Snake. Easy kill here for Gwyn with the DD. And so bring the two of them
Use
down
both
there.
steps. FN. Looking to defend here. Smiling Knight is going to start poking, and he's tanky. He doesn't have his cloak on him, though, so magic damage still hurts. But 1800 HP with max Bristleback. Immersion shows himself.
Oh, he's looking very dead here.
He sure is.
He steps out, and Smiling Knight's just able to reach in and get that goo upon him. And yeah, they're not holding onto this tower. Live to Win are going to have to let this one go.
If Afterlife isn't there, there's no way you're going to fight her. He's your strongest hero right now. They might get the glimpse. Eknar, not 6 yet. And now he hits the 6 after the creeps do die. Bit unfortunate for side of Empire. Maybe able to get a kill if he was the 6.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They got more stacks
Quickly
to clean.
swinging over. Seneko. Yeah, a lot more stacks to clean up as Seneko. He spots him, and he'll just die for it.
Your fate line was unfortunate.
Nice little sweep by Empire. Taking bottom, immediately making the move mid, defending, holding onto their tower, and also protecting their stacks. Some good moves, getting themselves a 2k gold lead now in this early game. 2k experience as well.
Yeah, I mean, their stat game has actually been pretty good, you know, despite the beginning seeming like not many H's going on, but as we saw there, a great amount of stacks have been achieved. So, Empire definitely knowing what needs to be done here to make sure that Smiling Knight has as good of a game as they need him to as to carry Bristle.
I'm really curious what he builds next.
I think you're right, Eternal Shroud,
makes it a little more difficult. Yeah, that's what I would think, but he hasn't queued it up, which is always, it means that he's probably going to be going for something bigger, but just wondering what it could actually be in this game.
I mean, what are sort of the other quintessential items for the carry Bristle? I mean,
it's only S and Y or Halberd. That's the only thing. Yeah, he queues up S and Y.
Well, you want S and Y and then Abyssal, right? You want Abyssal in the build, don't you?
Like one or the other. It's S and Y or Halberd into the Abyssal Blade, and then you get your Ag Shard. The Hairball is actually really strong. I've seen it multiple times now in games.
Oh, but yeah, this farm.
They're getting him really farmed. Yeah, these stacks.
So many
Seiyu's
stacks.
doing a great job.
Knight. It's going to take a bit of time for this Ursa, you know, with the Battle Fury to catch up. As Dream, how close is he? Yeah, still about 800 gold off that Battle Fury. It's not quite there.
Split bottom, but Afterlife.
Oh,
he gets caught at the end of it.
He does. They get him just as it comes to an end with the glimpse. And Afterlife, he's going to have a swashbuckle again in a second. He's out.
No way.
Oh,
no
and he's
way.
actually away.
Oh.
Actually gets away. Oh my goodness. Even with that drag back after the TP, they couldn't quite get him. Mid immersion. He's not away.
Very nice recall from Seiyu, but 2 ults expended bottom and not getting the Pango kill. And it's the long duration primal split, or long cooldown primal split as mid.
That's a very dead Gwynblade. It's not ready for them.
Ooh, that's rough.
Coming in from the high ground. We'll see Empire.
Top. Another recall.
Let's see if they can run down Dream. No, they don't want to go hunting in the trees. They'll let him be.
80 seconds, no primal split. Pango ult is going to be up in about 3 seconds. Live to Win can look to fight around this tower. I think they can actually stop Smiling Knight from pushing this with their whole squad. FN, can you get enraged for a blink coil? It's still on cooldown. If they could get him under the tower there, that's a dead Bristle 100%. Very close for Smiling Knight.
I mean, he's still poking around his Smiling Knight.
Yeah, they started to back away though. FN, he left the vicinity and he's the one to catch. And the rest of it, okay, Empire is starting to make their way over. They have Disruptor ult in 8. Still no split for 40.
They get a glimpse. Oh, they're in. Afterlife, he's trying to get away. He's rolling up and he's able to get it off. As he's going to turn, crash through all of them with the stun. He's actually going to go back in again. He's in a bit of a risky position here and he's dead. I would have thought he would have had the chance to roll away, but he opted to go back in and get another bounce off.
Has fallen.
Yeah, that was... Especially because he'd already been glimpsed. So if he just rolls out and then he just swashbuckles out, he might have a high chance of living there. But sticks around. I guess just wanted to make space for FN to take the mid tower, but pays with his life. Nice smoke by Empire. And they will have Bruce split now for the next engagement because they didn't have it there when they were making the big move. And a recall bottom.
Oh, instantly onto Dreamer. Dreamer's still got Enrage on cooldown for 10 seconds, so he doesn't have a lot to protect himself. And with no tower down here, no way for the rest of the team to join him. It should be a slow, painful death here for Dreamer's Empire. These moves with Sayu just a little too quick for Live to Win to react to, and they've got to be careful when they're pushing out these lanes alone, as this Keeper of the Light +1 will be there every time to shut them down.
Sayu is the absolute MVP right now in this game. Look at his net worth too. He's making moves around all over, but also while doing it, he's stacking. So that's why his net worth is so inflated. He's getting so much stack gold for himself. He's really dictating the whole pace of this game right now with these recalls and with these constant shockers on his teammates. They're just swooping from lane to lane.
Afterlife.
Fight. Afterlife.
It's kind of chilling it. They don't want to go on him though, as he's still got the ult. Eknar not quite having Static Storm available yet, as Afterlife will manage to get the Thunder off. See if this time he does roll himself out to safety. I imagine he will. As, oh, okay, yeah, he's still up. He's up, he's away, he's fine. This time he'll get out of there.
No, they're just trying to play the farm and avoid game until they have their big fight ready. Until they have Immersion Blink Dagger online, until they have the puck with, I guess, the Deso and all that. Probably mostly the Immersion Blink that they're waiting on, which he's actually scanned. He might get found over here.
Oh.
But yeah, they're just buying time. Look at FN too, cutting people in the mid.
It's close. Oh.
Can't quite. Look at top two. Look at Afterlife. Look at their positioning. It's just really about avoiding until they
We
have
might
Blink.
find him though. Oh, he tries to make a guess for it.
Just avoiding them. Avoid the bristle. Avoid these recalls till you have that blink. Immersion, he's gonna have it done pretty much now. And then I'd imagine they're looking to fight. Sure, the Ursa still is in farm mode, but they're very strong with their 4.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Live to Win can just make sure not to give up too much more and just let the game go on for 20 more minutes, get this Ursa, you know, 5 or 6 slotted. This Ursa's going to have a very solid chance at carrying this game against Empire's heroes. Sure, the Bristol's going to be strong, but once this Ursa's got like BKB Abyssal, he goes on any of the other 4 heroes and they're just going to die every time.
Yeah, and they're going to have, let's see, -5 armor from Lucky Shot, -3 from Overcorrosion, that's 8, and a Deso on FN soon. So it's going to be like -15 armor being applied to everybody in these fights too. Sayu.
Oh,
He actually brings Gwyn.
he does bring Gwyn in. Sayu's actually going to live for now. They're able to cancel the ult for Neko. Sayu's still alive. They weren't able to kill him off. They're going to get the vision on Dream. They drag him back with a glimpse. They put a stop to his escape. As Dream, has he got any help? There's no one that can help him here. Dream goes down. Quick moves from Empire as Live to Win that they try and get aggressive onto this Keeper of the Light, but they've got to be careful. If someone's getting recalled in, it will quickly get turned around.
Sayu's just dancing on them, really. Again, makes another phenomenal play, even though he's a defensive one. He gets a nice recall, brings the rest of his teammates in too with TPs. And Live to Win just continuing to just farm up, split push. Get stacks going, just waiting and waiting.
Oh,
Still not feeling like they're ready to fight, as
Eknar with the courier is going to find Afterlife. He does have Static Storm, and they've got TP cancel as well. Gwynblide's in. Cancelling the TP. He'll buy some time with the self-fuels. He's got a swashbuckle up. Rolling Thunder in a couple of seconds. Is Gwyn going to have another spell to throw out at him? Oh, he's not. Afterlife's away.
He's going to get away.
Yeah, he's going to be safe for sure. They can't chase this far.
Space.
From mid, Smiling Knight. And he's ready to start diving towers here, feeling pretty strong. as the Bristol as he's in, and Fisher, was it going to save Sneko? He frostbites him to hold him back. He's not going to live though. The reach is there for Smiling Knight.
Is under attack.
As this Bristol ready to really start running at the heroes, and he doesn't care how many towers he dives right now, as Vanguard, Hood, Nest and White, he can go wherever he wants.
Swinging from lane to lane, recalling from lane to lane, just not giving Live to Win any space on the map to farm. Dream, this Ursa is just, he's unable to find farm. 20 minutes, he's only 7.8k net worth. 0-2-0. 3-12 at the moment. Smiling Knight really being a boss. Now top FN will be okay. But when is Live to Win actually going to group up and look for this fight? Look to actually punch back here with this Blink Echo. You know, they've got all the tools at the ready, just being very hesitant because of how big this Bristle is. Maybe mid on Petu. But he gets split off.
And he's able to, before the Thunder comes into connection, and now he's going to start running straight back at them. The rest of Empire swinging over. See what sort of a catch they can get. Afterlife tries to jump out with the swashbuckle, but they've got the setup. Yules from Queenblood into the Remnant. He's trapped the Pango, taking him out.
Radiant's middle tower is
As just going to show you, Live to Win, they've got to be so careful with how they try and start these fights off. As into the base they go, they're ready to try and dive. As Sneko getting low, Immersion will jump in with the Echo, is able to catch out Gwynblind as they bring down the Void Spirit. It's something, but it is just the one of them. And still the rest of Empire continuing to be completely unfazed by anything that Live to Win throw at them.
Bristol's too big of a problem. Dream just needs way more time to be able to actually join up into these fights. They actually have a good squad to be fighting around whenever they do have that primal split, and he's very close to his Aghanims. I thought that they were going to have a lot harder time actually getting to this point, but now he'll always have his ult up for the fight, so he'll always have at least one charge. Starting to look a little pretty tough here for Live to Win to actually do much. They're just playing the farm game. Until Dream has BKB, it just feels very limited for them to actually take on any head-on fights, unless some Dream Echo. And they're going to have 90 seconds without it, so Empire feel like they can keep dictating the space, keep running at him, and they even find a DD, so they can actually force a Roche, potentially.
A Roche or an easy kill.
Or an easy kill.
Afterlife, all instantly out with a Rolling
did.
Thunder.
Okay.
And he needed to as well there. Gwynblind very close to getting the Yule set up on it.
FN continuing his split push, trying to get these towers. Just buying time for Dream to feel comfortable.
Straight out with the TP in. Now we're seeing Smiling Knight's future gold being spent. Okay, the AC, it's pretty close. You know, just a sort of that big recipe away. And we're really going to see some damage issues when Dream does try and commit with just the BKB onto a target. As bottom lane, Static Storm's down. It's trapped FM for now. It will be able to now get the Dream Coil down onto Gwynblind, but he's got ways to protect himself as he's up with the Yules. He's going to be brought to the side. He's fine. And now it's Afterlife and FN that have to get on the retreat. They're into the trees. They've found Dream. As Dream is enraged, comes to an end. Nothing else to keep himself safe as Dream will fall.
And Petu just zones the enemy team with his primal split now. Pretty easily. Again, these recalls, these glimmers. Sayu comes in, protects his teammates, protects the Void Spirit. Afterlife sticking around bottom.
I don't know what he can do on his own, though. Showing himself
this
is
SD is actually such a good solution to the minus armor that is coming up from the puck, from the Pango and everything.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And as we're seeing, he just hit so hard right now, this Bristol.
Yep.
As he's still just so far ahead of the farmer Dream. This Dream has been a very sort of slow, painful game for him. 1-3-0 on the Ursa. And not a lot of farm to show for it. As there just hasn't been the space on the map. He hasn't been able to find those safe areas because of how well Empire's been just keeping this global pressure up with Say's Keeper of the Light, dragging people all over the map.
They're really just showing no mercy. It's like every time somebody shows on the map, 3 or 4 heroes collapses. Afterlife, he shows on a wave. Gwyn's already there. Recall's already starting. Actually, doesn't even need the recall.
Yeah, they just can't run. They can't get away from this.
Yep.
It seems like at the moment they have to play like this live to win, where you are split up and you just sort of accept somebody's going to die.
But they're giving up so many kills because they're so split up versus a disruptor. They're buying back to fight here, though. Immersion.
I mean, the Echo does allow him to blink out. See if they can turn this. They try moving on to Smiling Knight, but the Static Storm's down. Sneko going for the ult, but they're able to put it to an end. Smiling Knight continuing to get stunned. They've Dream Coiled him, but still they really lack the damage to take down this Bristle. They cannot kill him off at all. Immersion. He's going to be chased down. Gwynblight jumps over. A double kill for Petu. FN, he's looking for couriers. He'll get one of them and he will get out to the side. They're going to see if they're able to chase now. That they're not even bothered about chasing the puck. They'll just go for Roche. Has 3 more kills for Empire. An easy Roshan. And it really
feels like Live to Win just has no clue how to play versus this Bristle. They're actually they've avoided the fights every single time, and now when he's fully online, they commit to TP buybacks to try to fight him. He literally has everything that he wants in this game now at this point, and that's when they choose to actually go for him. Just seems like some very strange decisions. As like Dream, he's just farming to recover, but he's just getting picked off because they have amazing gank with Recall and Disruptor. So all this like splitting of the map is not beneficial for them.
I mean, he's trying to TP out, but Gwyn's there. As they're making this one messy now. Empire they are just crushing Live to Win. Live to Win cannot get anything done here, as this Bristle is completely out of control.
It well and truly feels impossible. They never fought. It feels like they literally never did anything but just farm this game. They let Empire swing from lane to lane. It was Seiyu who was doing these really nice moves with the recalls, but I'm just surprised the way that they played when they had this good advantage at the start. Just so passive.
I mean, yeah, for sure. The amount of stacks that Seiyu did and the boost that he gave to Smiling Knight, it just seems like they were able to propel him in a way that the Live to Win was sort of caught off guard with how farmed this Bristle became as quickly as he did.
Just, it feels like so many things. Like, FN is 0-0 and 4. Before he even ever casted a coil on the Void Spirit had a Yule Scepter already finished. It just seems like it's way too passive of an approach. They let Empire do everything that they wanted to this game. They let them stack, they let them do their recalls, they let them do their glimpse backs and pickoffs. Live to Win just hasn't been keen to fight, ever, until the Bristle was actually fully farmed and ready. Just feels weird.
And just losing these racks. They can't do anything. They're just watching, and somebody's pasting chickens down on the ground. That's all they can do. That is their defense.
And Ursa's BKB still dead on the courier for 8 seconds, so he can't look to fight. Maybe they felt like because they were versus the Brew, he just really needed this BKB because he's getting thrown in the air a lot. But I don't know. It just seems very weird. As Empire now freely able to just push and take towers with just a Bristle sieging.
Well, they got the BKB on Dream now, so that it's something. We'll see if that does allow him to at least commit, start the fight off with maybe killing one of the easier targets on the back. There's Immersion. Get the setup onto Seiyu. Static Storm's already down onto Afterlife. They will manage to get in and burst through the Keeper of the Light, but they've lost Afterlife. FN getting the Dream Coil down at the backlines, but immediately stunned, held in position. FN goes down, and they're going to call it. They know there's just nothing that they can do, and it really feels like the whole of this game, Fog. There was just nothing that they did do.
Yeah, this was a little weird.